EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Find us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor sideline, Todd Bowles, year 4 as the head man in Tampa, following 3 years and a Super Bowl title as their defensive coordinator. On the other side, Raheem Morris for 3 years, the head coach of the Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. No matter where that ball is snapped, that's a tall task. And they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill us.
That's Ibuka in motion. On second down, Baker.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And left side by First catch for him on this new season. And the result is in a first down.
That's good for a first down.
They go play action with Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
4 yards.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and
10
inches.
yards on the pickup. It's
On
2nd
play
and
action,
inches.
Mayfield.
At the
He finds his tight end, Keith. And he will get into the end zone. Go, Keith. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up
His kick
and
is
good.
good.
And the nothing. And winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Yeah, probably the biggest surprise of the 2024 draft was the Falcons making Michael Penix Jr. the 8th overall pick. Because remember, only a few months earlier, Mike, the big news, they signed Kirk Cousins to the big free agent contract, and then they turn around and they draft the future. So going into this year, there is no question. Michael Penix Jr. is the face. He's the future of that Falcons organization. And in their mind, they think this year they're in a position to compete, and they want to compete now.
That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Great London. Touchdown, Falcons. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great play, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Greg, as the Bucs come out, this team is the most underappreciated appreciated in the NFL. 4 straight division titles, consistency. This is a Tampa team that in the post-Brady era has done really well in terms of sustaining. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 74 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. For Ibuka, 26 total touchdowns in Ohio State. And now the rookie has number 1 in the NFL.
Chase
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through.
The kick is good.
And the Buccaneers move out to a 14-7 lead.
Falcons 7.
Here's McLaughlin now, adding the score. He'll kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over.
So, Greg, here come the Atlanta Falcons, 8-9 last year, in it right down to the wire. However, 7 straight losing seasons. What are the keys here for getting this turned around for the Falcons?
Obviously, all eyes are going to be on Michael Penix. It's going to be on the quarterback. It was a very strange situation last year. Not only the money they gave Kirk Cousins in free agency, but then only a couple weeks later, they shocked the NFL world in a lot of ways by drafting Michael Penix, which told you just how good they thought he was. He was magical coming out of college. So the question is, all right, Michael Penix, you're the guy. There's no question. There's no uncertainty. You are the starting quarterback all offseason leading up to week 1. Well, here is your moment. Make this team yours, put them on your back, and lead them because there's a lot of really good pieces, especially on the offensive side of the ball. This should be a very competitive team in what's not a great division in the NFC South.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. We'll talk things over before third down.
For the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 14-10 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll go again here with Irvin. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Loss of a yard. It's now
It's Otten in motion.
15.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. So, on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Ray McLeod, deep to return. This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
48-yard line. A gain of 9.
On 2nd down, left side in the hands of London. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 13 yards. They had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons are back within a point. It's 14-13.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division. Yeah, people overlook it. Maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. When you mentioned Super Bowl teams, Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady, and then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan, and New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees, and Carolina, we played in the Super Bowl. And this was a division we didn't
nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Mayfield. Quick slap into the hands of the Bucca. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. He's going to tuck, and he will take this one across into the end zone.
Touchdown,
Baker
Tampa.
Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa.
Chase McLaughlin
Initially looking to throw it for the
after.
touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 23rd-yard line. Here comes Greg London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Lavonte David doing his work on defense.
It's a pickup with 3.
He'll keep it on the ground here again. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down. And it's going to get his guys moving.
A gain of 10 yards.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for a first down and 10.
That's another Falcons.
From the gun, it's pass. That's caught. Ray McLeod. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
4 yards.
Now the Falcons will use their third final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
For the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game. As this one is also good. And the Falcons are back within 5.
Falcons 16.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
The Bucs take
From
over
35, it's first and 10.
at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. It is 2nd and 9. Baker to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And he will score. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in week 1. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's a first catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Throwing now, and it's on first down. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms, and it is incomplete.
Christian Isian on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To throw again, it's Penix. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line.
And the Falcons first down.
Again, it's Penix. A throw on the move is Clay. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20.
17 more yards.
The 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
First down.
They run over center with Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
To throw is Penix. And he'll take it on in. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta.
Touchdown.
That is second touchdown now here in the season opener.
The Falcons will line up.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal.
Falcons 24. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. The Buccaneers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement. What about your eye?
I think there's so many good players. You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England. And Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams. But I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him. Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run. He can still make every catch. He can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great sign.
Always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement, and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, and now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon.
Bijan Robinson. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
On is Koo for the point after. It's up and through. And the Falcons have taken a 4-point advantage.
Buccaneers 27. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals. And you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the base of Joe Burrow. Change the argument that they're a playoff team where Joe Burrow was the best taken down. He was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that deep?
This drive is over before it can start to swallow up to force a fourth down.
A loss of 5 yards. 3 and out. Riley Dixon in punt point.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers getting their punter out. Forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. McLeod to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. That is where his team is in possession of the football. Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Out of short field, looking to build on the lead. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Intended for Drake.
3rd down. They need 5.
Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
They'll go play action now with Penix. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. We'll try and hurry to the line here. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to first down it would appear. Yes, he does. By a full yard. They pick it up on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane. You can't just fall forward and push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. We'll try the right side with Robinson. Now the Bucs will take their first time out, and he'll be close to a first down. The gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
3rd down.
3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. First down and more inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. That might be a knockout punch. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it, and the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
38, Buccaneers 27. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the air. It's Mayfield. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
The Bucs will set
It's a
up
debut for the ages, paying immediate dividends. 3 touchdowns in the season opener.
Love the call. All week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On play action, Penix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
27 yards.
It's a 3 tight end look, and they have it first and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He's to the 10. And he's into the end zone yet again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. Able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are going to extend their lead.
Buccaneers 33. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. One time out for a disposal, but the more pressing need to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Now screen set up for Irving. This one will be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Bucky Irving. Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Baker. That is brought in by Bucca. And he will score again. Emeka Bucca. Touchdown Buccaneers. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
And here's Bijan. Maybe a yard. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
At the 41-yard line.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd
On
and
3rd
4.
down, it's Robinson.
Bijan Robinson, ball carrier.
Here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of legs. And it is good.
Makes the score.
And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend the lead.
Baker Mayfield and the Bucs now down on the scoreboard. 33 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order, but got the ball, and they've got a first down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a first down.
The clock under 20. He spikes it with 18 seconds remaining. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one complete. It's Jalen McMillan. He'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Complete to Jalen McMillan.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
19
Now
more yards.
1st and goal.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
They send Evans in motion.
1st and goal at the 9-yard
From
line.
the gun, it's Mayfield. That'll be incomplete.
Mayfield.
Now we are down to likely just one more play.
Leads to
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll start in Philadelphia. The Eagles at home to take on the Cowboys. And it's the Cowboys special teams coming up big here. They block the field goal, and they get the friendly bounce. They're going to scoop it and take it back for the touchdown. What a lightning bolt. Next up, we go down to Brazil. Game number 2 on the NFL schedule, the Chiefs and the Chargers from the Southern Hemisphere. And this is Keenan Allen. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Chargers wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the New York Giants. And it's the veteran, Terry McLaurin. And this is a touchdown. The Commanders get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.